For today's cup of coffee, we have an article from Daily Mail by Stephen M. Lepore, May 27th of 2023. And he writes, a professor at Stanford University claims that aliens have been put on planet Earth and are still here, as he says experts are working on reverse engineering UFOs that have crash landed. Dr. Gary Nolan spoke at a conference in Manhattan last week titled The Pentagon, Extraterrestrial Intelligence, and Crashed UFOs. Nolan, an immunologist and Nobel Prize nominee, was previously commissioned by the CIA to investigate cases of the mysterious Havana syndrome inflicting embassy officials worldwide and has conducted experiments analyzing material allegedly jettisoned in UFO flyovers. He was asked by host Alex Klokas to assign a level of probability to the idea that aliens have been to our planet. Nolan and Klokas, that possibility, or told Klokas rather, that possibility was 100%, and claims that we have probably seen them before, but similar to South American tribes spotting Spanish ships for the first time, we didn't notice anything different about them. He said, I think it's an advanced form of intelligence that's using some kind of intermediaries. It's not they walk among us wearing a skin suit. You're going to put something there that I think of as an intelligence test, end quote. He says that we've likely witnessed alien life on Earth, but just not known how to process it. He further stated, quote, they're showing up and saying, who amongst you are intelligent enough to realize what it is you're looking at? Can you see what's in front of you for what it really is? Can you see the anomalous data point? End quote. Nolan says that the government's handling of UAPs, short for unidentified anomalous phenomena, the government's phrase for UFOs, is what drives him to believe this is the truth. The Department of Defense has created the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, tasked with investigating UFO sightings. There have also been public hearings on extraterrestrial life, which Nolan has testified on. He has also cited, quote, my personal experience with one individual who was involved in collecting the original information and my experiences with people who have worked or are working on reverse engineering programs of downed crafts. End quote. Nolan then confirmed his knowledge of researchers working on reverse engineering of downed spaceship. He said, quote, a tiny piece of knowledge from that could revolutionize what we're doing. I'm always looking for the opportunity. I'm always looking at the upside of this, end quote. However, he wants people to understand that it's unlikely any alien life is coming to harm us. Quote, I'm not worried about them coming and raiding us or taking our women and children. That's not my concern. My concern is how do we use it, end quote. Nolan has claimed to be in contact with several former staffers of extraordinary UFO reverse engineering programs. He said in a podcast interview earlier this year, quote, I have good reason to trust a number of individuals who were actually part of the reverse engineering or very close to the reverse engineering programs or who have testified to the fact recently. When you testify, you're under oath. So these people are putting their careers at risk for breaking one oath of secrecy and taking another, end quote. His remarks come during a renaissance for the search for extraterrestrial life for the United States government and beyond. A team of scientists from the University of California believes aliens could make contact with Earth as soon as 2029. In 2002, NASA sent radio wave transmission to the Pioneer 10 probe in a routine protocol to send data and ensure communication was established. This signal also reached a star roughly 27 light years from our planet as transmission spreads out when they contact an object. The UC researchers hope this signal was intercepted by extraterrestrials that returned a callback to Earth. Senior members of Congress have spoken to as many as 6 whistleblowers who claim they worked on Roswell-style UFO crash retrieval and reverse engineering programs, according to a top attorney, a leading Stanford scientist, and ex-UFO program officials. Congress passed a law last year creating whistleblower protections for anyone who has worked in such mind-boggling secret programs, suggesting they may be more than just fiction. However, AARO Director Sean Kirkpatrick said in an April 19, 2023 Senate hearing that there's no definitive evidence of extraterrestrial life. Kirkpatrick, a veteran intelligence officer and physicist, told senators his office, quote, will follow scientific evidence wherever it leads, end quote, but said that, quote, AARO has found no credible evidence thus far of extraterrestrial activity, off-world technology, or objects that defy the known laws of physics, end quote. The 2023 National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, signed into law by President Joe Biden in December 2022, included an amendment requiring the Pentagon to give high-ranking senators classified reports on any previously undisclosed programs, quote, relating to unidentified anomalous phenomena, including with respect to material retrieval, material analysis, and reverse engineering, end quote. And within this, like I said, the fact that they keep having this in the news so frequently makes you wonder what's coming down the pike. And the fact that this 2029 date was given a year before the infamous 2030, which that's the Klaus Schwab thing. I don't believe in coincidence, so that's got to have something significant behind it. And as far as Dr. Nolan saying that he doesn't believe that the alien life is coming to harm us, I think that more than likely he's very naive. And so were the people that sent this signal out into God knows where. Because sometimes flying under the radar and having other beings not knowing that you're here could be a really good thing. Not there is evil out there. It's not just all love and light and, unicorns and rainbows. There are things out there wherever that will chew your face off. Same thing with interdimensional. That's what I believe a lot of the things that are called UFOs are. It's a matter of interdimensional beings. There's a lot of ancient writings, including scripture, that tells us about some of these other beings, especially the reptilians. So that's not a good thing to sit there and flag down something. Again, it's just like hitchhiking and climbing into the car with somebody that you don't know. At one point in time, people may have been able to do that. In today's world, oh hell no. No, you don't do that. That's a bad idea. So I thoroughly believe that this is leading to something significant in the near future. So let me know what you think. I will also tell you we're having internet issues. Have been having them since, I think, Saturday, which was, I'm trying to pull up the calendar, probably May 27th. And someone came out to repair a piece of hardware. We thought it was fixed. They got here, I can't remember if it's that evening or whatever. Anyhow, it worked for about 4 hours, and then we started having the same problem. Another guy came out today, said it has something to do with the actual line. It was not the hardware. It was just the lines. So we have no clue when we're going to have internet/phone back at our house, because without internet, cell phones don't work too well in this area. So if I'm late, making a comment or something, just bear with me, because this is what's going on. I'm having to go to my mother's to edit and upload, and so just doing the live thing. I'm back between houses. Prayers. We need prayers. If you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, you can send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. I actually did respond to some emails recently, finally. That email address will be in the description box, as will the link to the article. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all this stuff. Support our little pirate radio station by letting somebody else know, hey, the Smile Creator, let's support them. That's always a good thing to do. Know that you're loved, and Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup. Bye.